We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS.
Y no representan necesariamente el pensamiento o alguna posición oficial de este medio de comunicación.
ADR Networks presenta.
This is Celestine Angel.
And I'm Isaac Crouch.
And this is...
Foreign Show!
On the foreign show.
Yes, what it do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people everywhere. Welcome to the Foreign Show. I'm Isaac Rakesh.
I'm Celestine Angel, and we are here on ADR Networks, activating your senses.
Yes. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And this beginning segment of the show is the insider segment where we share some tips, tricks, things that we want to recommend.
Right, and we also do reviews. So the first thing we want to review is this dim sum place. I think last week we mentioned it on the show, and we've gone to the place, and now we want to review it. So it's
Ching Feng Pao.
it's called Ching
That's
Feng
what it's
Pao.
called. Yes. So, right.
Okay, so this is that insider segment. Oh, I can see Ching Feng Pao lined up. Okay.
Yes.
This is Ching Feng
There
Pao.
you
I
go.
know everything is in Chinese, so you know it's authentic. This is dim sum specific place, and I know the timing there says 9:30 to 9:30 p.m., but it's not. They close at 6. So here you go, information for
Yes,
you.
major. Take note of that. Take note of that, right? So if you guys want to have a good time and have access to all of the usual spread,
Variety,
yeah, you're gonna get there early. Yes.
So I mean, okay, for those of you who don't know what dim sum is, it's like a Hong Kong thing. Mainly it's just a whole bunch of tapas, and it's really delicious. I mean, they also offer like fried rice, like proper dishes and stuff like that, and also delicious. We've tried quite a lot of their stuff when we were there, but we went at a very late hour because we thought they closed at 9:30. I mean, we called and they did tell us, but the arrangement has been set with like a whole bunch of people, so we had to do it like in a later timing. And
Yes.
the variety was like all like cut down already. So
But still was good, right? Like
yeah,
what we tried.
that's why we're so impressed, because even with that limited variety of food, we had like a very satisfying experience.
A big shout out to a group of friends that came down with us to try the place also, right? In a way.
Yeah, it
and
was fun because you had to tell
test
out
out the
like
food.
all
But
the
these
people were like from that one show, like a
Yeah,
lot of people.
you know,
Yeah.
and these people are serious about their dim sum. Now, if you know anything about the Chinese culture, dim sum is a major part of the Chinese culture, right? So it's not just a breakfast thing; it's a cultural thing. And if you go to Hong Kong, you actually get a sense of how serious they take it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cultural part of how they begin the day, right? So you sit in the restaurant, and the dim sum cart goes around, and the dim sum comes to you, right? And you actually have a long breakfast. So you sit there for like a couple of hours,
Yeah.
and that's the full extent of the thing. But the underlying thing that we like about it is just the whole taking your time, and enjoying food, enjoying life, and actually going out and attacking the day. So big shout out to this dim sum place, guys. If you want to try it,
Yeah.
go check it out.
I mean, when we were in Hong Kong, it was like people start eating dim sum from like the morning. They'll sit there and they order like one by one and just read the newspaper. I mean, of course, we saw a lot of retirees doing that. It was a slow, very like lazy morning style and pretty cool. Like we really liked seeing that. And okay, so like the more popular dim sum dishes are siu mai, which is this like yellow flower looking thing with sometimes meat, sometimes shrimp. It's very delicious. So we didn't get to have that. That's why I was saying, oh my god, like because like if you go for dim sum, like siu mai is a must, and we didn't get to have that. But still, we had such a good meal, so we definitely wanted to recommend this place.
Yes, let us know if you have tried this place or if you've tried the siu mai.
Yeah, and like another one that I should mention is hakao. It's like it looks like a tiny dumpling wrap, like really tasty, like the softness of the dumpling,
Yes.
and then it's shrimp. Right? So I'm very into shrimp, so I'm always going to be suggesting the shrimp dishes.
Yeah, the xiao long bao is another one that is like kind of soft with stuff on the inside. Right?
So xiao long bao, I think is bun, right?
Like no, it's like there's a smaller
Oh,
one.
actually, I don't know what the xiao long bao
a
is.
wet
Okay, so
one,
I think
yeah.
there's more. But yeah, and the another thing that we want to mention, like in this segment, is the supper club that our friend actually the last guest, Connie,
Yes, yeah.
waiting for it to appear. Oh, okay. I think this is the page to, yeah, and
But
then
yes,
there's
so-
also a poster. No, this is actually the page to the Eventbrite page to sign up for the supper club. So basically, this supper club is going to be an immersive experience. All five senses are going to be touched, and it's by our guest from last week, Connie, and like we think that it's going to be really cool. I mean, she's a life coach, so I expect that it's going to be meaningful. And yeah, like I mean, my brother was asking her the last time we met, like what would be like a quick thing that you would say to someone to give them some life coaching, and she
Right.
was saying like, what is the thing that's stopping you from living the way you want right now, something like that. I think that's what she said. And
Yes.
to bridge that gap, like what is, so basically I think it's so focused and precise, and it's, yeah, I just have a very good I just expect this event to be really something else.
So the poster says five senses, but it's like I'm sure it's going to be a lot more than that. It's like it's like an immersive experience, and yeah, when when you meet people, you never know what happens, and you never know, how the thing's going to turn out. Overall, it's something that we are looking forward to, for sure.
Okay, they said 2 tickets max per person. I only get 2 tickets. This is interesting. Well, anyway, so it's on the 1st of April, and it's 700 for the early birds. So I mean, it's with food and everything, like music. I don't know what, like, it's completely a surprise. Like, we've asked her, but she's like, okay,
It's been kept
surprise.
mysterious, and we kind of suspect on purpose, you know. And all we know is like an immersive experience, and we know the host, so you can expect something transformative. That's my guess. That's my guess, you know. But I don't venture too much, right?
Yeah.
So check it out. Check it out for sure.
So we are introducing the event that is coming up. We don't know anybody who've never been. Just a disclaimer, just to let you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, a percentage of ticket proceeds will be donated. Okay, that's cool.
That's great.
All right. So
To Arte Pro, to support the art therapy for vulnerable children from CDMX and surrounding areas. So you will be supporting the arts and also, you know, a charity.
yeah, and
Perfect.
okay, the pictures look good.
Yeah,
And we don't know what we're getting, but the pictures look good. So anyway. We are done now with this segment. So our guest is a return guest, because you know now we're on season 2, so we are actually calling back a lot of our guests from season 1 to find out what's been up,
Yes.
like and get an update. So like Ilu is our guest for today, and she's from China. She's actually been on La Voz Mexico. Like, it's very interesting because her career in music like started here. Like I mean, like what we've been talking about like so much on the show. Like, a lot of foreigners come to Mexico and they just feel like here's where they can be creative, and they start, like, Eileen started her journey here, and like from what like she shared with me, she's not been on like smaller stages, and she went straight to La Voz. So it's really courageous. And
Yes,
anyway,
for
but
sure. Yeah.
but for this episode, we are not going to be talking so much about her singing career, because right now she's actually doing business, and I think that that's what she would like to reflect upon. Like, you know, mainly the theme for today is like her reflections on like moving from Mexico back to China. She's been there a year, and then, like, you know, all the thoughts that have come, like, not like you're comparing the places, but because you have absorbed different cultures in a very immersive way,
Yes.
you learn and grow with this, you know.
And also because I guess you're different, right? Yeah, so your perspective is also different. These are the things we're going to get into, you know, her reflections about, you know. Also, I wanted to ask her about her first impressions about returning back to China.
Yeah. So okay, I think she's not connected yet, so let's take a quick break, and I'm gonna check on it, and we'll be back.
We are going to a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
On the foreign show.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Los saluda Mariano Rivapalacio y los invito a que me acompañen todos los miércoles en punto de las 6 de la tarde en Factor Total. Aquí hablamos de temas de salud, de ciencia, de tecnología, problemáticas sociales, cultura y tradiciones, siempre de la mano de especialistas y voces autorizadas. Ya lo saben, 6 de la tarde, tiempo del Centro de México, a través de las plataformas digitales de ADR Networks. Factor Total, activando tus sentidos.
ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Amigos, queremos invitarlos a que no se pierdan La Casa del Pelotero
todos los jueves de 7 a 8 de la noche
A través de ADR Networks.
activando tus sentidos.
Hola a todos, yo soy Rosalinda García, la morfopsicóloga número 1 de México. Quiero invitarlos a ver este nuevo programa, Rostros Desnudos, un programa en el que conocerás la personalidad, la psique, el corazón, el amor, todo lo que les interesa saber sobre la personalidad. Así que no se lo pierdan todos los viernes a las 12 de la tarde por ADR Networks, activando tus sentidos.
Hey guys, we're back at TFS. Thank you for staying with us.
On the foreign show.
Sorry, they started already.
All right.
All right, so we are back. And Eileen is in the room, it seems. Yes, okay, let's have her on.
Yes. Oh, welcome. Hello.
Hello.
How is it
How are
going?
you guys? You look great.
Thank
Yeah,
you, babe.
good.
You too.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, first time on
Where
the
are you right
show
now? Are
online.
you at home?
Yeah, I'm at home, at you John's home.
All right, yes. So,
Mhm.
like we are going to ask you a lot of questions regarding like your thoughts in this process of
Uh-huh.
moving back.
You're like an alumni to TFS, you know, 'cause it's like you're from
What?
this season. This is what we're doing. We are going back, getting the special guests, you know, from
Uh-huh.
season 1, and getting them back. So welcome back to the show, and yeah, let's get into it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, like, what was like the, like when you first returned to China, what were like, your emotions at that time, like, was it like,
Oh, wait, actually, why don't we
have excitement?
start before that? What was your initial impression when you decided that you were going to leave Mexico? You know?
You mean like the initial reason, the trigger that why I decided to go back to Mexico or to China? Hello? Oh, I think it's frozen. Hello.
We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at that foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on that foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing the foreign show. Every Friday here at TRN show. We'll be seeing you on the foreign show. We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show. We'll be seeing you on the foreign show.
Let's get your.
We'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you every Friday here at TFS. That foreign show.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sorry about that technical interruption.
Never know.
Yep.
Yeah. So, where's our guest?
Yes.
We want to jump
Hi.
right in.
Hello.
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 Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry.
Okay, now we are going to we already lost some time, so
Yeah.
let's get your reflections about when you were going back to China, how did you feel? Was it exciting? The idea of seeing your old land again.
Yeah, it was more scary than exciting.
Okay. Because
Well, because I had to be out of my comfort zone and going back to start something new on my own from sort of from scratch. So you don't know how everything is going to work, and human beings brain is always afraid, always having fear for the unknown. So I was okay, more scared, but I was okay, let's just do it now or never, just want to have a try.
Yeah.
Okay. But the idea of going back to China, you could have gone to other countries to work, or so you could have applied for jobs in other countries, right? But you wanted to return back also because to be closer to family and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Well, the time I left for China was the trigger was my cat died, and I was really heartbroken. I needed a new environment, and at the same time, I was feeling a lot you don't know when your loved one is gonna die, and just the day you left home and you were expecting to come home and you will see them in person and hug them and kiss them, but then you came to know that they are no longer there. So I was thinking I haven't been home for how many years? 7 years. And I wanted to just see my parents and be a little bit close. And that was the reason I decided to go back.
Yeah.
So how was that seeing them again, or how did how did they receive you? Because it was some time, right?
You mean how do I see my parents?
Yeah, what was it like when they saw you again?
Well, it was really nice, for the first few days. But then it reminded me a lot of issues that I used to have from the family, and when you grew up and how your parents affect you, so I started feeling overwhelmed because I was away for so long and I was really independent. I started building my own way of thinking, my different type of mentality, different mindset. And now when I see them, I can see how I used to grow up. I can see how I used to have all the problems and issues, which I like really a lot of work to work on myself. But then now I'm getting back in that environment. So it was a little bit overwhelming, you know?
So what do you tell us about, like what about the stuff, like maybe you felt like you guys as a family, you know, like some things that might have changed for the better, you know, like with your new experience that you brought to the family, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like from being here in Mexico, the experiences that have helped you to understand life in your own way, like, yeah, how did that translate to, you know, being in China with your family right now?
I try, you know, to get my to give my experience and my influence to the family, but like to the people, for example, like my parents and my brother, who are already stubborn, they have lived all their life in their way of thinking. It's really difficult. But I think I brought a really big influence to my cousin, and I helped him discover himself, and he has been confused with a lot of things about the Chinese culture, about his personal growth. So I have been talking to him, and it really opened his mind. So I was telling him that time, I said, okay, if this is the only purpose for me to come back to China is to influence you and to bring you some good influence and changes, that's worthy, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's a very nice sentiment. Yeah.
No, and I mean that's the thing about when you travel, right? And you expose yourself to so many different things. So like you will be able to see life in a different way and like help people who like might need inspiration or like direction in life, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
China,
the Chinese culture.
Go ahead.
The Chinese culture is very judging, you know, like we kind of live in the box, and people can tell you like who you are, what you can do, what you cannot do, and you started to believe, and you started to think that you're not good enough just because of people's judgment. So that has been bothering my cousin for a long time. So I try to help him to free his soul. But then for me, I have already like somehow I'm like a free soul, and now back in China and living in a box again, like not really in the box, but in that kind of culture, it's like containing my nature. So I don't feel like happy sometimes. I feel kind of depressed, like in some situations. Not so free.
I do think that these kinds of cultures where like you have a lot of rules of how to be, and you can't just like don't think and just flow, right? It's it does make people depressed because happiness when you're just being, you know, you're just like doing things.
Right. When I grew up in China, I never really felt like I totally fit in this kind of culture. That sort of upbringing really felt restrictive, and it's so rules based. But I didn't know what was missing, you know. I didn't know why I was not feeling fit in until I went to college and I chose English as my major. And in my university, I started opening my mind because it's the first time I saw foreigners in China in my school. I had a teacher, and she became my best friend when I was in a university, and her name is Colleen. And we became best friends, and she was 2 years older than me. She really helped me to open my mind and think differently. And I was like, oh, really? You can think like this? Oh, you can do like this? You know, I was really curious, like amazed.
What can you share with us?
For example, like, okay, just very Chinese people always take shower in the night,
Okay.
and the foreigners take shower in the morning, and I didn't know why, you know. But she told me, it's because we want to feel clean and look fresh and smell nice. And I was like, oh, that's right. And I started going to the subway in the metro, and I start smelling. People was like, oh, Chinese people really are smelly because their armpit, they don't they don't take shower in the morning. But then she asked me why we take shower in the night. I said, it's because we want our bed to be clean. We don't want anything dirty to be in the bed, so we have to take a shower. If you go to bed without shower, my mom will be like, oh my God, you're so dirty. You're so smelly. The bed is, you have to change to your pajama in order to sit on the bed. So like these kind of cultural differences, there's no right or wrong, but that is the time I started to realize that there's no right or wrong. It's just like, what do you choose?
Yeah. It's like exactly this. When you go and you experience different cultures, then you realize there's no right way or wrong way. It's just different ways, different reasons.
Yes.
So then the mind starts to like have little expressions like, ooh.
Yeah. And then you realize that what you really like, you know, because when we grow up, our parents never told us like, oh, I love you. They never hug. They never kiss us goodnight. But then when I was with my friends from USA, they always, oh, hi, and then hug, and really like strong hugs, and you feel so warm, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then you realize that, okay, this is what I really like because this makes me happy. But in China, you will see people are really in their own world. They don't look at you. They don't smile at you, you know. But here, when I'm traveling in Latin America or if I'm living in Mexico, I always see people like stop or they will smile at you. And you will feel like, oh, that's really lovely. They're smiling at me, you know. And I remember I met one of my best friends right now. Her name is Yu Hirata. I'm actually staying in her apartment right now. I met her in Guanajuato because that time I went for a holiday, and I was like, I asked someone like a Mexican to take photos for me, and then the Mexican took really bad photos. So that time my boyfriend said, oh, we should find an Asian because Asian people can really take nice photos. So
I remember this. Okay, yeah. Then.
Okay.
So when I saw you, when Yu Zhang passed by, and I asked her to take photo for us. Yeah. So afterward, and the next day, we passed by each other twice more. Like we saw each other 3 times in 2 days. So we stopped and we're like, no way, we have to talk to each other. And then we find out we both were neighbors. We were living in Polanco, and we were so close. We had a lot of similar habits, and now we became really, really good friends. So these kind of little interactions are really special because we don't know how either of us is going to influence our day. And to be able to stop and have a conversation with the person and smile at someone you know and have something positive. And that means we put something positive into each other. I think that is really all is about for me. But I understand that China has a different culture because we used to be very poor, and there were a lot of people had no money. So a lot of people try to steal, try to cheat. So a lot of people grow really defensive. If you smile at them, and they will be like, oh, what do you want from me? You know, like, are you planning something, or are you? So I understand this is a different culture, but I think for me, it doesn't really give a lot of space to embrace all of that.
And do you feel that, how has it changed since the last time you were in China?
You mean China? China really surprised me because the last time I was in China was almost 7-8 years ago. And that time, still everything was really crowded. The cities are not very organized. The taxis are still dirty. Traffic are horrible. People drive crazy. And if you go to elevator, you go to a taxi, you can feel a lot of cigarette. People even smoke inside. But this time I go back, everything is so much cleaner, organized. There's most of the taxis are electric cars, and a lot of space. So and now you don't pay with cash. I didn't know. I came back to China and I was like completely out of date. So I have to check what can I do, how can I pay, and I have to for example, going to the restaurant, you don't need to order anymore because there's always like a QR code. You just scan the code and then you make the order on your phone, and they will bring the food, and then you make the payment on the phone, and then you just leave. So right now China has become like super efficient, really fast. People don't want to wait. There's no supermarkets, like no malls like before that I can go and shop and just try on clothes and spend time with your friends. Everything is online. Like you order vegetables online, you order kitchens stuff like for cooking online, you order clothes, you order everything. But that is good because it's efficient, but at the same time makes me feel like you are missing life. Yeah, it's like you're not living. I enjoy going out on a day with a lot of like sunshine, and you can have an ice cream, talk with your friends. As you grow older, not old, as you grow older, you like to really connect with people. But in China, I find it really hard because people are living in this virtual world that they prefer to be all the time on the phone. They prefer to do everything just like ordering on internet, and they're not really living.
I think this is a very interesting thing that you're talking about, and we can actually also look at it a bit like, what do you think? Because you're talking about you're missing hanging out areas, right? Places you can just walk and like hang out and things. So, what do you think China needs to do, or what kind of change do you think needs to happen to have this kind of?
Yeah, personally, as someone that has traveled a lot, like what do you think? I mean, obviously this is all great, being very modern and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you lose modernization also means everyone's stuck on their phones and nobody's looking up, and that's even worse because before already they weren't looking at each other.
Yeah.
So how do you
I think the first thing they have to change is self-conscious, because they are not conscious. And I believe that a lot of Chinese who have been abroad are different. It's because they have been exposed to different ways. Because if you are not exposed, you are not conscious. For example, before when I went to USA, and my friends and I brought me to a restaurant, and in the restaurant there was someone else coming like almost at the same time, and my friend was like, okay, please go ahead. I was like, oh, I didn't know that, because in China people are like, oh, my eyes come here first, so you should wait for, like people are always trying to be ahead of you, trying to compete, they don't have this kindness, and they don't know because they haven't been treated that way. But when you travel abroad and you met people who are like, oh, please, adelante, oh, you go first, and you're not fighting anymore, but you feel so good, like, oh wow, this person is really have great manners, he's very educated, and I want to be like him. But in China, like you go to an elevator and you start like, hi, good morning, and people are like, what and you just slowly you just stop, like, because this kind of culture will influence you. But I kept telling myself, like, why should I be influenced by, even though I know I don't like this kind of culture, but why am I still getting affected, But like it's hard sometimes.
So how long did you take to stop saying good morning?
I think like I think in the elevator I stopped like after a week.
Oh really? So when you went back, you actually said good morning.
But in the taxis, in the taxis restaurants, I still greet and salute that for the people. Yeah. And for
But-
example, like in the elevators, you get inside and the people are standing just next to the buttons, and they're standing next to the door, but there's a
Okay.
lot of space in the behind. But they're just not moving, and they're not letting you push the button because they're so like close.
Yeah, blocking.
And they never ask you. They never ask you like, oh, which floor, you know? And in my heart, I was grumbling. I was like, hey, come on, be considerate, like move or let me press the button, you know?
But it's very interesting. Like now, China is becoming a poster child for efficiency. You know, modern technology, and but it's really interesting to see what's going to happen in the future when, you know, as China obviously opens up more to the world. You know, and then these things become mixed together. You know, so you have more of you have the efficiency, but you also have people who are present and who are, you know, they address each other. You know, I think that's what you're talking about, right? That's kind of lacking in the Chinese culture.
Yeah, and it's really interesting actually to have your perspective, to understand that before China was poor, so the people had this like very competitive, like dog eat dog kind of. Somebody might cheat me. That's why they are not that warm with each other, because you know, like I just assume it was like a issue with like you know, wanting to be more quiet, you know, like Chinese people, like for example, the men don't cry.
Yeah.
And then they don't really express emotion.
Using all my resources in China to help them to grow. So this is right now what my business is about.
Wow, that sounds amazing, and it sounds like something that's definitely useful, no? Like for people who want to do business with China, basically.
Like especially like what you say, like the people who are new and they need like the middleman to help them to reduce risk. Like so like at this moment you're here now in Mexico to influenced your entire way of being right now back and moving forward back in China.
Really, Mexico has abundance mentality, you know, like, oh, I have this, or I am capable of doing this. I have all kinds of resources. So I think these are these kind of changes are happening because of all my experiences living in Mexico. And now I think that what is supposed to meant for me, it will happen. What is not gonna be supposed to happen for me, it won't come. So, but I'm good enough, you know, and every no creates the room for every yes. So maybe now the universe is telling me, no, you are not ready to do this, but it's creating yes for something else, for another opportunity. You know?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, what great words. And
these kind of things, like they're so powerful. These things, and especially when they become a living experience, right? Like what when you're experiencing. So yeah, big shout out to you for that.
Yeah. So thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Yes.
We have reached the end. I'm Celestine Ajo.
I'm Isaac Rakesh.
And we have you with us here on ADR Network, signing out, activating your system.
Thank you.
Thank you to all who joined us here on That Foreign Show.